So I wanted to do this quick video. I got this one on this morning. This is November jazz. It's real jazzy. But anyways, so I wanted to do a quick thing, but I can't go setting stuff up while everybody's asleep. But everybody's gonna be getting up soon. So I thought, oh, I better hurry up and do this because it's just more people coming. So it's not gonna get more calm where I have a new place that's quiet to set up and do my thing. So I just thought I'll just do this real quick again. So I'm staying until, I'm gonna go ahead and stay for Thanksgiving. It's so funny too, because I'm so just like, I don't give a crap about any of the holidays or any of that stuff anymore. And I didn't even realize it was Thanksgiving already. And so then they were talking about my other granddaughters coming, and there's, all their girls are gathering at the house and stuff. And I was talking to my daughter. I was just like, I'm just not into holidays anymore. Because yeah, I know I'm not either, but you got to do this stuff for the kids. I was like, God, yeah, you do. I was like, I should really stay. I mean, it's important to kids to have their grandma for holidays, and when I'm rushing. So I just looked at the pass again, and it looked like Friday after Thanksgiving it's supposed to be clear. It's supposed to start raining, and just rain, which will be snowing up there. And then plus the roads are wet, and the temperatures are so low over here. It is ridiculous, man. I am not shitting you. This is not normal Pacific Northwest weather. And I just saw someone else. She was distraught too. She was in Pennsylvania, I believe. And she said that the temperatures and stuff are completely, she said, we have January temperatures right now. This is totally this is not normal, and it is, there's way too many people starving and freezing to death right now. And she was really upset that the government wasn't doing anything to help them. It's like, sister, because this was the plan. Like, we saw this coming, These fucking temperatures, we knew they were threatening them. They dropped these little, that's King, that's my daughter's dog. They drop these little hints to us, and tell us what they're gonna do all the time in front of you. But when you don't have the eyes to see, you don't see the hints. You're not playing the same game. Like, I'm playing a different game. And it's so funny when I tell my daughter that stuff. When I'm like, I'm in a different realm than you. Like, she's like, Mother, you were right here with me. I'm like, yeah, but I'm thinking about what's going on in the soul world. Do you know anything about what's going on in that? She's like, no. And I said, okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at things from a different perspective. And everybody here has this really dry cough that you can't get rid of, and everybody keeps getting sick. And I'm huge towers, I pointed them out to her, because remember, I'm in a minority migrant place right now. There's, I don't know, 90% Hispanic migrant workers that went out and just built a community, to build a whole city that also has suburb cities. So yeah, they've got, and that's what we can do. All of us have this capability to do this, but people who have it on easy street don't know how to work hard. They think it's working hard to get up early and go sit behind a desk and talk to people you don't like. It's like, no, that's not really, that's just the games you play to get a paycheck, but people's perspective is all jacked up, man. And it's so crazy to be where I'm at and see what I'm seeing and the perspective that I'm seeing. It truly is like being up on a hill and watching. But anyways, and I was like, yeah, but that is what I'm talking about. I'm in another realm. I'm thinking about things. You're thinking about what's going on in the game. And I'm thinking of it different. So I'm watching signs. I'm paying attention to things. I'm talking to the other side and whatnot, and asking, like, what's this mean? What am I doing this for? Why is that happening? And so, anyways, other people they don't understand what I mean when I say stuff like that. But it's like, yeah, it's totally different when you wake up and you see the game. It's totally different, man. You see what's going on. You understand what's going on. And then, you know, you have your whole spiritual healing stuff you have to do. And you have to always be mindful of what, you know, and I can recognize, man. I could recognize when I needed to stop watching the news. I can recognize when I needed to stop listening to these people with their videos explaining to the minute detail of what's inside the things that people have put inside them and what's happening to them and how we need to fear and all the stuff. Like, it's so, that's why I said, like, some of the stuff is just on repeat so much. It's like I have to just go past it. I can't listen to it. I can't just have that stuff in my head nonstop. The same with this voting, and it's not that thing. It's the people being hopeful. And it's the same thing with the people with their hope that Jesus is going to come save them. It's just weirds me out why everybody wants or needs a savior. Even, you know, the ones who, because I consider myself a patriot, a freedom fighter, and a Trump supporter, but I am not gonna go and hold on that he's coming to save me. Like I've said a zillion times, his part was a catalyst in waking us up. That's what his deal was, and you know, it worked well, I think. Woke me up, I know that. I know a lot of other people didn't work, but you know, there's a lot of us that did wake us up. So, you know, to me, he played his part. Like you know, but what gets me is just how many people are just like, you know, continue with the red and blue and name calling and division and then, you know, like they just hang their hat on that little circle that they're going to fill in is going to save the world. And everybody else is just a dumbass person, you know, it's just like, oh my God. So to me, I got to just recognize, like I got to keep pulling more and more out from the collective awakening, you know, because it's tedious, but, you know, like I said, that they wake up and they just start going over the same thing over and over and over. They don't move past it, and there's so much to awaken to. Like these people who are so into the government awakening part and don't even realize, like, they still think they're on a globe and they still think there's outer space and people are going there and all their stuff, you know. People are just so clueless. People think the Z guy in the crane of you is the good guy. Like, literally, they think that. They don't have any idea what the upside down is because they think that they're living a normal life. And then the people who have seen it, then they think they're crazy and they don't want to listen. My daughter tells me this all the time. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not crazy. The stuff I'm saying is not crazy. You just haven't seen it yet. And when you do, you're going to be shocked. That's what happens over and over. But anyways, there was, you know, I'm sitting here so early before people get up and trying to be quiet. And I was sitting here, and I did go on TikTok, and I'm still account warning, and I can answer in comments, but I haven't tried to post. They're looking for anything to take my account down. They've already said, one more warning, and you are in big trouble, sister. It's like, God, the games they play to shut people up. And it's so weird when, you know, you're just trying to get people to realize and wake up and think for themselves. I'm not even out there sharing all this evidence. Look at this, look at this. Look what this means, look what that means. And all that, I don't know, the sound is going to stop. See if I can unpause it. That's what drives me crazy with this stuff, with that. Like you're in meditation, listening to something, and then they're just like, oh, I'm just going to stop it. I can stop it for myself. I don't need you to stop it for me. God. They make us try and be reliant on them. But anyways, so I went on there this morning, and just right away, the first video I saw was a 10-part series, and I was like, oh, I've got to share this because it does make you feel so much better. And I'm sure you can find this because this person did a 10-part series of this video, but somebody was there. So the woman speaking, So most people have heard of that Nancy Drew girl or woman. They call her Nancy Drew, but I guess her name is really Kelly Brady. And so she lived by DC. She lived in Apocalypse, or the naval place. There's a naval base, like she was explaining how the layout is. But so it's like she's grown up at DC. I think it was the one that was in that movie, Officer and a Gentleman. But I don't know. But I think that word, I know I've heard the word before. It's some sort of naval school base place or something. And so she's grown up there, and it's an extension of DC, which like in between is the governor's mansion. And so she, as soon as all the stuff started going, 2020, she started going there every single day and trying to find out what was going on and videotaping it. And she said she had 800 followers on Facebook. And so she was going in to get these videotapes, and her thing just blew up because I was hearing about her all the time, and I would see little snippets. I've seen tons of little snippets of hers where, you know, she's on the ground getting video and she's showing, like, I saw all sorts of stuff going on at the Capitol, all sorts of videos. So I'm sure lots of everybody has seen those little things, and some people didn't know who she was, but, you know, more and more and you look into stuff, the more you start hearing that Nancy Drew, the Washington, D.C. lady or whatever. And so she just did a presentation, and so there was a room of people all listening to her, and she said she was so nervous because she was never on that side of the camera. She's not, you know, somebody who wants to go talking in front of people, but she had a whole presentation. And so she shows all of the pictures and videos and everything that she had been getting since the beginning, and she's telling about what happened and what was going on. So it definitely, all the stuff that we have been, you know, hearing about is for sure. But she said one of the things that was interesting, because I had just said about that DC, that they're digging up all those homes underneath, you know, digging up basements and stuff and finding tunnels and all this stuff. So she said that when everything started, like there was military has complete control of DC. Everywhere you go, she said military is in control, and all sorts of buildings are fenced in and they've got barbed wire. As it was all going down, there was military police, there's military, like there was all sorts of stuff. There's all been arrests. She said the crazy thing is because she was watching, she was paying attention. She was there trying to get video and evidence because she said she was so upset. She just couldn't understand what could have happened, you know, like most of us, where everybody started going like, what is going on? And so she started trying to find out what was going on. And no, hers was 2020 was it was November. I don't know, you'd have to, I'm not good with dates and stuff. I'm positive she said she started in 2020, but I think it was after the, you know, after the changing of the guard, let's say, that's when, you know, everybody got so distraught and started going to DC to find out what's going on. Is he really there and whatever. And so that's where she was getting all that evidence. And so 2020, no, that was during quarantine and stuff, so it wouldn't have been during that. I you know, she wasn't going and filming about that because all her footage shows, you know, what she was filming. So anyways, she was saying that everything is like, and she said sometimes they put all these fences up, they put all this barbed wire, it'll be like that for a while, then they'll take it down, it'll be like that, and then they'll put it back up. She said it's really weird, but there's not Congress or Senate, no president or anything, and it's like a ghost town. But she said that the tunnels thing that they were doing, the White House, she even got to get up close and see some stuff. And she talked about the kids, about the flooding of them and what was going on. They sandbagged all of the sewage stuff. They sandbagged all of the drain stuff. so that no water would come up into the city. And then, but she said that she just happened to be next to a manhole that kept going up and down with the water. And so she was getting footage of that. But she said that so they were flooding those things out and stuff and going in and doing all that. But she said it's like 1,000 miles or something of tunnels under the houses and stuff in DC. So the people, so easy. The weather is so crap here. I can't do it with the freezing cold. So cold. I can't even believe it. So anyways, so she said that when they were doing that stuff, she said it was so weird because all the stuff that they were doing, no matter when they were, doing military stuff at buildings and all that, she said people were just walking by all day long, never even looked up, never even looked over and saw anything happening at all. She said it was the weirdest thing, but she said it truly was. They were draining the swamp right in front of people, and people didn't even notice because they're so busy, like, thinking about their own stuff, looking at their phones, thinking about, talking to somebody else. They're not paying attention to the world around them. It's the weirdest shit. But so she said that was really weird because they were literally doing all of this stuff in DC and not anybody was paying any attention except for the people, like her, which she was doing it. She was so on top of it, like the police would have her come up and get close. She said she went to this one thing, it was all this military and all this stuff, and the police had her come and stand next to them in a safe zone because it was something, I think it was his 100-day speech or something. She said was crazy. It was military, and she said it was really intense. And it's so crazy too because it's not even really him. Like, it's just mental. I don't even know. It's gonna be so curious to find out. But anyways, so she said that nobody in DC was paying any attention and all this stuff was going on. It's just like a literal ghost town now. And when that guy was talking about, yeah, they're just coming and started telling us that there's tunnels under our houses and stuff, and he has no idea what went on, and it matched exactly what she said. Like, here they are in DC, and they, don't even know. And like, I've noticed that with my neighbors, like things go on and they're just like oblivious. It's really strange. But what's really weird is my one neighbor is so hyper alert she's like paranoid. She's always watching to see, like, I don't know what she watches, but that's the message I'll get. Like, I was driving right after I left. I was driving and she said, I just saw a girl go up into our other neighbor's driveway with a dog, with a husky. She went up there and she got it and then walked out. But there's a lady on Facebook, and everybody's talking about that she lets her dog go run loose so that she can go up in their driveway and see what they have to steal. I think it's her and stuff. And she's always just like real paranoid of that stuff. But then the other stuff, it was like she's oblivious to. Or, does she just compartmentalize? Like, I don't know. It's so strange. There's so much weird stuff in that neighborhood. I don't know what is going to go on to wake those people up. I keep hoping maybe while I'm gone, something will happen and I'll wake up and start realizing, like, Jesus, we gotta be a little more proactive in life. Jeez. But anyways, that video that lady did, this Kelly Brady DC lady, she was showing all that stuff. But she said that that's how she got so popular, was so many people were just dying to know what was going on. But she said it makes you feel so much better when you see. She said you don't even question. You don't even wonder, like, oh, maybe, you can totally tell who's in charge. She said the military's in charge. They're, they are not... that DC truly is a ghost town. Most of the places are all caged in and people are arrested. She said she's seen all sorts of military tribunal trials going on. She said she's seen the JAG, the JAG as the military lawyers or something. She's seen all of them there. Like, I don't know how she knows who all the people are now, but she's made buddies, you know, because it's been a few years now. So she's made buddies with some of the security and cops and stuff like that. So maybe they're telling her. But anyways, you know, if you can find that video, and if you're stressed out and worried and just feeling down or depressed, you know, try and find that, because then, you know, it makes you feel like, okay, there's nothing to worry about. And she's apparently super religious, because she kept saying pretty religious stuff, you know, apologizing, because sometimes she's said the F-bomb on her video. It's like, dude, fuck, I say it all the time. And if I need to apologize to her for that, that's sad. I don't know, it's emotional times, like, it seems a little called for at times. So, anyways, you know, she also said that, you know, she knows that she was put there by God. You know, she's just a regular person, and all of a sudden this just became so important to everybody, and what she saw, what great things she had done, and she was like, God giving that to God, putting her in the right place. That's so true, because it is destiny, and people don't realize. Like, you think you're doing something simple, and it makes a difference. It matters. And so, you know, I totally got what she was saying about that, but she said that she has such peace seeing the stuff. That she said she's watched how this is played out, and she can see God's hand in it all. She can see the purpose behind it all. And see, that's why I know, you know, it's all for the awakening. That's what it's all about. It's all to move humanity into being awake, being proactive in their life, and then turning it into this jubilee, this freedom, this total new way of living. But it all comes with the pain of awakening to the truth of the reality. So, you know, but she said, she wasn't saying that metaphysical stuff, you know, she was talking about the God stuff. But anyways, that's what we just have to just keep on, no matter how crappy some of the things feel, which, you know, I'm still struggling with my anniversary date coming and going again. It's like, come on, God, I'm not that scary. It's like, a cup of coffee, cup of tea, have a little chat, talk about how weird this place is, and how weird these quantum entanglements are. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe my truth is, I don't know, I'm crazy. I don't know. That's what I'm hungry for, my truth. I want to know my truth. I want to know what part of me is crazy and what part of me is sane, I guess. But anyways, the sane part of me this morning just wanted to share. If you can find that video, if you're feeling at all depressed or down and just sick of all of the attacks on us physically, with our emotionally, spiritually, like we're totally under attack. But the weather and all the chemicals, and it's a lot. So anyways, if you just need something to uplift you, to know like, okay, this is really happening, everything's gonna be fine, then yeah, try and find that video. I would imagine you could find it on Rumble or maybe on YouTube. I would think over the next few days it's gonna be shared all over the place. And then it will get taken down. There'll be a clean sweep of it. So yeah, you gotta be on top of it if you want to see it. But anyways, I just saw, and I'm assuming it's gotta be like pretty recent, but I don't know. You know, that's one of those things that you guys could have seen this like 6 months ago, and you're like, oh my God, Kelly, you're so late. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know. And so, you know, any other things that I come across, I'll just do an early morning video like this before everybody gets up. But I think I already hear alarms going off, so people are gonna be getting up to go to work. But anyways, I'm gonna head home at the end of the week. I'm gonna stay here for Thanksgiving, so you know, hopefully everybody is being safe, because man, literally we don't know what's gonna happen and when. And I think it's getting close. Like, it's just, another thing I saw was, I think it was like one of those accounts that's one of those 17 letter ones, you know. And so he was doing a breakdown, and I guess Trump just did a rally, and I don't know if it's the one that I've seen, that I only watched for a couple minutes, or if there was another one since, but he was doing the breakdown on the comps, and there was a whole bunch, and he said that, yeah, there's no 2024, it's already done. That he's saying that he's already, that it's already switched or something, that we are already going towards the better part. So I don't know, there still has to be something abrupt that gets everybody to wake up, because that's the whole thing, is people are just not awake yet. So hopefully they do get to wake up to something good and just get to hear the scary stories and realize how close they all were. So I don't know, we'll just have to see. We gotta just keep seeing how it plays out. But that one lady, Kelly, which weird, but she was saying, yeah, it gives you such peace when you see it all going down, and you know, like, this is really happening. That's what we just gotta remember. This is all really happening. We really are gonna get to have freedom and get to have a completely different experience in this life. So let's look forward to that. So have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later.